Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Branden here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Branden, and he's selling his dropshipping business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Branden, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for the call, Branden. Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm really excited to talk to you about this business you've created. But now first, before we get into the details, let's go into a quick summary. It's a dropshipping business in the home niche created in December 2016. The average monthly revenue for the business is $126,409 and makes an average of $14,255 per month in net profit. For everyone listening, you can visit the empireflippers.com/marketplace URL and search for listing 47516 to learn more about the business or to unlock this and start your due diligence if interested in purchasing this asset. Now that I've given a general overview of the business, included in the sale are the domain and all site content and files, the email list with over 17,000 subscribers, and a Facebook account. So, Branden, can you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, so I originally started out of college, started with a pest control business, door-to-door sales, stuff like that, and quickly began with podcasts and blogs online, began to be interested in the online space, and then I just went for it and started my own Amazon. Obviously, I used Amazon as my first sales channel. Back then it was just Amazon businesses, didn't even have my own site, but just started my own physical product on Amazon and just kind of snowballed from there. Ended up partnering with a business partner, and we created multiple Amazon stores, got into affiliate marketing, kind of built a team, and ended up getting to the drop shipping business model as well. So that's kind of how we got started.
No, it's really awesome that you already have a little bit of a background within, not only just the Amazon associates, but also a little bit of drop shipping experience. Now, why would you decide to go into this specific niche then? Was there something during your, early days or product research phase that just stood out to you about this specific niche?
Yeah, so all the products that we sell are pretty expensive. We don't sell anything under $1,000. I mean, there's a couple accessories, but main thing, what we like to do is just bigger items, smaller transactions, but bigger, high ticket items, inventory. So doing that with your own physical product, the cash is very intensive to keep that much inventory for such expensive products. I always heard about drop shipping, but the majority of drop shipping stores were, AliExpress or, lots of apparel, jewelry, small things like that. So we got to thinking about and got into this little niche within the home improvement sector. And we're able to find suppliers that sell very high-end products that we're able to specialize in. And so it just kind of grew from there. We love the site because it has high-end products. And I guess that's really it. It's just more expensive products, real buyers, no returns, stuff like that. It's just a great little niche.
Okay. No, that's really great to see. And, if the business is doing so great right now, Branden, why is it that you've decided you want to sell it?
Yeah, that's a good question. The first business I sold was my pest control business, which wasn't an online business. But, that is a really good question because this has been performing so well for us. I wanted to sell this business because my longtime friend, I'm from Boise, Idaho, and Idaho is the fastest growing state. It's really even hard to buy a house in my area right now. Lots of out-of-state people, especially Californians, people from Oregon, Washington, just pouring in. And there's a real big opportunity here. We still have a lot of land. The valley isn't developed, and there's just this really big need. Our inventory is less than a month on homes. Long story short, I've always wanted to be in real estate, obviously for the tax incentives. My longtime friend growing up has a land development company. He doesn't do anything online. He doesn't even have a website. He's kind of one of those guys. I just want to partner with him. And so I'm going to use this cash. We're selling this site because it's our most profitable. It's the best built site. So, it's going to be easy to sell because it's in a great niche. It's going to keep being profitable. So anyways, I'm selling it so I can use the cash to invest in a couple different land deals land development. So will be for the down payment. Obviously, we're going to need other financing, but it'll be for the down payment for a 20-acre and a 40-acre parcel. We're going to develop for residential, single-family houses. So
awesome. Yeah, that's really great to hear that, you have a plan to get into the real estate market and you're going to use the capital for this. And are you planning on, starting any other projects online business-wise down the road, or do you just mainly plan on focusing within the real estate market?
Well, hopefully it'll be real estate because it'll be so profitable. I still have my Amazon stores. And so it just took so long to build, but I don't know if we'll try to jump into some other niche. Obviously, I doubt it, but it's possible.
But you said you have a few Amazon business model projects on the side as well? Or?
Yep. Yeah, we have Amazon stores are mainly in the hunting niche from Idaho. So I know it's not probably unpopular, but the hunting niche and the cookware niche.
Okay. Cool. And then, do you plan on using any of the skills that you've gained while you were growing this business and using those, or even the knowledge you've gained in those other projects?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Most definitely.
Okay. And what was it that you learned while you were growing this business that you plan on applying to the future projects?
How to market, because this, when you're in Amazon, they has their own, you can use their CPC system or their PPC system, and this business taught me how to market my own products on my own website with Google Ads and developing good content. We do have quite a bit of organic traffic for this dropshipping site. So just learning mainly just ads, my Google account. Like before this business, I didn't ever run a Google ad account. So I did some search terms, for some other businesses, but I think the main thing is Google Ads, and then just supplier relationships. We're able to strike some really good relationships and some, hard to get suppliers, which I enjoyed because I come from a sales background. And so there's quite a bit of things. I can't think of them all right now, but you learn something every day. So absolutely. Operations is key. I should have said that. Amazon takes care of so many things for you. And I think a lot of people, are involved with Empire Flippers, a big, the Amazon ecosystem is so gigantic in the entrepreneur, system, right? A lot of entrepreneurs are on Amazon, and Amazon takes care of so much from customer service to, just about everything. And so with dropshipping site, you have to, we had to create those systems to make this run smooth, and we're able to do it so it operates just as smooth as the Amazon place, an Amazon store, and so I think that was one of the biggest things I'm going to take away is how to build, operations, systems and operations for a business, apply it to the next thing.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. And it's really nice to see that you're able to, work out those systems and place things into, operation for the business to make it run smoothly. Now, on the flip side of that, Braden, was there anything that you might have tried with this business and it just didn't give you the ROI that you were expecting?
That's a good question. Something that we tried that didn't give us a good ROI. I tried different things with the ads, and they didn't work well, and we wasted a lot of money. Yeah, different type of ads. Google's coming out with a lot of different, with their smart shopping campaigns, things like that. Mm-hmm. We tried a lot of things. There's definitely systems that work, and I'm always down to try new things, probably a little too much because we have something that's working so well. We would have been even more profitable, if I didn't keep pushing to try new things. But some of the new things definitely work. So that's why you keep trying, right? But I think that was pretty much it because everything, I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, that makes sense too. With the vast amount of different types of ads, not just with Google, but on, other marketplaces as well, that makes sense. Now, we mentioned this a little bit earlier though, but where does the majority of your traffic come from? Is most of it coming from
It comes from ads.
Okay. So some organic traffic that you mentioned earlier, but a majority of it is coming from Google Ads then.
Yeah, right under just about 80% comes from Google. So we just started doing Bing, which we should have done a while ago. Bing, stuff like that. We haven't been retargeting on Facebook. I know it's interesting because when you talk about your business, you kind of start to realize like, man, why am I not doing this? Stuff like that. But yeah.
Got it. And then, what is it that you're currently doing in terms of other forms of marketing? So I noticed you had an email list with over 17,000 subscribers. Are you sending out like a regular newsletter or promotions to that list, or is the majority of the marketing focused on?
Yeah, we have not utilized that list. I have no experience in email marketing. We do send like abandoned cards. And that's the list we collect those emails to send coupons. So we have like an automatic system that sends discount codes. And that's what most people sign up for that. And they obviously sign up for for more new, things. And I mean, I guess it says to sign up for newsletters and stuff. We honestly have not utilized that actually at all. So we need to do that. But anyways.
Yeah, so that's, great opportunity for the buyer to capitalize on. So that's great. And then, personally, Braden, if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways that you would try and grow it?
If we kept the business, the ad account can be optimized. I bet we can, you save at least 40% of the ad cost. We're spending a lot of money on search terms. I'm just not the best. And I've hired someone before and it didn't work out. And instead of just trying to find a right person for it, I just tried to do it myself. And it's not my strong suit. With the ad accounts, there's ad account within the campaigns. We're definitely advertising for search terms that we shouldn't be. Some of that's uncontrollable with Google Shopping, but a lot of it can be, with the correct negative term key list. If someone or knows someone that has, if they hire someone who knows how to optimize an ad account, I think the first thing is trim fat and then to add. So we have a lot of products that we've added that we're not advertising for yet, just because it's not, it's one thing that's on my list to do and that's another reason why we chose to sell this business. Because the Amazon businesses, they just run, this business, I need to create those new products that we're adding to the site. You have to create and advertise, a group forum and just on my list to do. But that's the first thing. I would just create ads for the new products we've added. And then I would spend a little bit of time with SEO. Some of our products that we list, or we end up ranking on the first page just organically because we're in such a great niche. There's low competition with the actual suppliers and products that we use. There's a simple method that we use to find suppliers that are not they work well with a drop shipping company. They're not going to be carried by a lot of competitors. And so I think of SEO, because SEO is something that we didn't focus on for the past few years. For me, it's a rabbit hole that I couldn't figure out. And I kind of quit instead of just doing the basics that we probably should have done, So I think there's a lot of potential with that. Just creating good content and doing a little bit of SEO to get the site visible.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And then just on the subject of some of the things that you've been working on, what's some of the typical tasks that you're performing on this business on a weekly basis at this time?
So I come from sales and, when I take the sales calls, because I wanted to do it, sometimes it wears on me. It's only a couple calls a day, but just because I'm always at the office and I can answer a call. But when I leave or if I go do something, I send all the calls to my employee who she takes the customer service calls. She answers the customer emails. She runs the whole store, purchase orders, any type of customer concerns. I have craved. So when I started my Amazon stores, I lost any type of sales interaction with customers. And so with this site, I was able to kind of get that back. And so what I've been doing for a few years is I'll take the sales calls. So when someone comes in and they call and they want to buy or they have questions about a product, I'll take those calls occasionally. So that's what I do. And then I just add account. I do kind of, I have the emails coming to my phone just in case there's something I want to make sure. But for the most part, our VA, she handles everything. She's really good at what she is. But yeah, that's what I do.
And then on the subject of the VA, will that VA be continuing on with the business or will she be continuing on with you? Okay, perfect.
So she manages a few of our stores. So we have a thing in place. We'll have to work that out with the new seller if they want to work. But it's her and one other person. Okay. And so we'll just give one of those. And we're fully aware that this business is for sale. And one of them will go with the new owner. Okay. If the new owner wants to use them. I'm assuming they will because it's a oiled machine by now, but yeah.
Okay. And then do you feel that there's any particular skill set or knowledge that a buyer should already have prior to purchasing this asset? Or do you think a majority of it can be handled by, as you mentioned, the VA handling a majority of the customer service and things on the back end as well?
Yeah. Well, the VA now knows how to even do things on the back end, like add products, stuff like that. So pretty much, our employee is going to, know the majority of what to do. And plus, I'm going to do at least 30 days of email support, some Skype calls. I want to make sure this goes smooth with the new owner. And the products that we sell look a little intimidating, look a little bit technical, but you pick them up pretty quick. And our VA knows, she probably knows more than I do about these products. But I think just having a basic knowledge of e-commerce would be extremely helpful. Honestly, I didn't know much about this model. Honestly, coming from Amazon, I don't know how to build a website and add products and run a Google Ads campaign. And I learned how to do it. So I think that anyone can learn, but it definitely would help if they had a little background on e-commerce.
Okay.
I think huge if someone knew, if you knew SEO or you knew how to email market and just like retarget people and just add little things on the site that, keeps people to buy. Yeah, could help.
Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. And, having a little bit of knowledge in e-commerce, I'm sure would definitely help, just even with the progression of this business and to really capitalize on its full potential. Now, on the other hand, what do you feel are maybe some of the potential risks that this business is associated with that buyers should be aware of?
Risks. Just maintaining good relationships. We've never lost a supplier, but I know people in dropshipping that have. And I know that our suppliers have, you just got to run your business terribly. I know, we work with suppliers that are hard to get. And, a lot of them have contracts with our site. So new owner, it's no problem. But you got to make sure that you're, you don't break their policy. You can't advertise below a certain price. Really things that are super simple, but it's definitely losing a supplier would hurt. But we've had lots of competitors try, come. Our accounts are so established. People will argue, I really do believe in a quality score on the Google Ads account, because when people come and they try to compete with some of our products, we just always win. People like our site. They trust us. We've been around. And our VA is really good because she'll get the sales calls a lot too. And it's just, we had a problem with competition because there has been competitors that come to the market like anything, right? And I think one of the risks is ads getting more expensive, which they already have, but it hasn't really affected our profitability. But yeah, should I get more involved, into my P&L? I was going to talk about our ad spend was actually really high this last month. That was a mistake on my part. I just hit that recommendation by Google on accident and didn't check it for a few days and definitely ramped up the bids when it shouldn't have. Okay. But anyways, just same risk with anything. One of the risks, you have an Amazon store. We're not dependent on a certain sales channel, right? We control and we can, if we need to go get traffic from another source, we can do it. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, ultimately breaking away from the Amazon platform and, conducting all of your business on Amazon alone with this specific business model and what you have set up and what you've grown, you're able to, like you said, market to other channels, market to other traffic sources and things of that nature absolutely. As well. Yeah, that makes total sense. Now, just moving on with the next question, Branden, would you commit to a non-compete, meaning any other business or any other projects that you're currently in, you'll stay out of this specific niche?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I already committed to that. 100%. Yeah, I would never. Okay. And that's the thing I hope most people honor too, because that's just, you got to, stay true to those non-competes, especially in the online world. It's, yeah, absolutely.
And then I know you mentioned you would be willing to offer 30 days of email and Skype call support. Was there anything else in addition that you'd like to add on to the support you're going to be offering buyers?
Any other support? You got any ideas? I don't know what else, some motivational calls,
Well, if the introduction with the VAs, showing, the SOPs and the process for the VAs, if a potential buyer has their own VAs, okay. Do you have SOPs in place or at least a system of how you can transfer that knowledge from one VA to another, things of that nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have some SOPs. We have some cheat sheets. We have a Google Drive that's set up, has all the contact info, and obviously you're going to get the email attached to it, but all the contact, pricing sheets, everything you need to know, cheat sheets, operations, passwords. Yeah. And then they're going to have their own VA. Me and our VA will train that VA for sure.
Okay.
And offer that support.
Got it. That's really great to hear that you're willing to go that extra step. Even with the support, I'm sure potential buyers can see the value in that. Now, Branden, are you open to negotiating something like an earnout where you'll receive a large portion of the sales price up front and then smaller payments closing out the deal several months after that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I would. I don't know. I hesitate to say that because obviously everyone wants a full cash offer and that's another reason why I think, well, at least me, I don't know. I'm like, wow, what is my business worth? I reach out to you guys. I'm like, oh man. So I got that number in my head. It's like, mm-hmm. So, with the deals I want to do with, using that money, I am looking for a full offer. I realize the price though is a little more expensive than, I don't know what the average price is on this platform, but any offer will be considered, obviously, any type of earnout, Okay. But yeah, looking for a full offer.
Got it. Okay. It's good to know. And then
just a cash offer.
Okay, got it. And then just a few more sideline questions for you, Braden. Is there anyone who inspired you while you were building this business that our listeners might like as well?
One of my guys who I really listen to is capitalism.com, Ryan Moran. Yeah, he's pretty much, I'm not too big on like a bunch of groups and people, but Ryan Moran is who I've been listening to, who's the most inspiring to me. I really like his mentality and I really like how he operates in e-commerce. And so, yeah, Ryan Moran, for sure.
Okay, awesome.
Capitalism.com.
Yeah, that's great. And then what advice would you give to our listeners that you wish you knew when you started this business?
Yeah, the long nights, everything's worth it. I mean, it gets so much easier as you grind at first and then things get, very easy. It can still be stressful at times, but it's, when you can go on vacation, I went on vacation for almost 3 weeks and, didn't even look at anything and our business operates. I mean, when you're grinding, you just don't, when you're building it, you just don't, if you could see that, you'd be way more, I guess, happy. As long as it wasn't unhappy, but you just know it's worth it. You see the light at the tunnel, So I think it's definitely worth it. All the effort, even if you feel like your effort is just not going to pay off, it always will. Whether it's in, you're going to sell your business for a really big number of profit, or if you're going to just learn, all the experience you get from hustling and grinding and to build your business. So yeah, definitely another light at the tunnel. I guess that's why keep going, man. Just keep going. I know. And I'm still going to keep going too. It's not like I'm,
Yeah. Staying consistent and, always moving forward and growing as well is really important. Now, was there any software tools or maybe even communities that really helped you at the start of getting this business off the ground?
Yeah. Capitalism.com has a couple groups. One is the 1%. Mm-hmm. I recommend that group. It's awesome. I mean, just how to invest your profits too, right? More than just building your business, but the lifestyle of an entrepreneur, e-commerce, what to do with your money and when you're making good money. So yeah, Shopify is amazing. Mm-hmm. We run off Shopify. Okay. The apps, everything you can connect. I just find it way more user-friendly and better than anything really. I mean, WordPress has its pros and they both have their pros and cons, but I think Shopify and all the tools that they provide. Udemy, I mean, the Google Ads course, don't cheap out. There's a couple that are, a few $100 that were awesome. Very, descriptive on how to build campaigns and how to maximize your efforts. So you're not just wasting a ton of money experimenting on products. So, yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. I also took a couple of courses on there as well, so I could vouch for that. And so what was it that drove you then and motivated you while you were growing and building this business, Braden?
I wanted some financial freedom, and then having my daughter definitely motivated me. Finding out that my wife was pregnant and my daughter, she's 18 months now. So it's been a couple of years of definitely wanting to, that's obviously what motivates anyone. So that 100% has motivated me, but to be financially free and to provide value to the marketplace, No,
that's really awesome. And congratulations as well on your newborn child. And why do you think that this business model is great for those who are interested in getting started in online business?
Dropshipping is, if you can find the right niche, I think the hardest part is finding the right niche. But if you can find the right niche, because we had go through a lot to find this niche. And if you find the right niche, it's a lot of work up front, but it's not as cash intensive though. So I think for a lot of entrepreneurs that are ready, that they just, having a physical product, I think that's the main thing that people want to do. Most popular is having a physical product and selling it, but it's just so cash intensive, at the beginning, but just pulling money out of the business, it's really hard because you're always reordering inventory. Even if you finance it, which is hard when you're starting out, how to finance your inventory when you're just starting out. Drop shipping, it's just a hustle game, I think, because you're not holding an inventory. Your money's going to be on building your sales funnel, building your website, and paying for traffic to your website to sell other people's products. So I think drop shipping, it has been really popular, and I think it'll continue to get more popular. I mean, anyone can become a retailer, and it's really, you see these big businesses buying up these smaller. You look at something like Wayfair, which is basically a huge, gigantic drop shipping company. There's just a lot of potential there, especially if you niche down. If you niche down, you can beat out those guys. A lot of people, and even products are selling on Wayfair or selling on these big retail sites. If you have a site that really niches down, they're still getting a really big piece of that market. Just some guy in his basement, just selling, and it's really awesome. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. And, the fact that you're not, utilizing your own business capital to continue to keep purchasing inventory and you're able to put it into marketing or, ads and things of that nature to really grow the business is also something that has always stood out to me about dropshipping as well. Now, Braden, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think that your business is worth buying?
It's worth buying because we're just a fantastic niche. Extremely lucky. Our suppliers are. One of the things, too, is our suppliers, a lot of them don't sell direct to consumer. And those that do sell direct to consumer, they don't have the sites they have or not even their own brand name. So the consumers don't even think that the manufacturer, the supplier sells direct to consumer, if that makes sense, which I think is just a really awesome opportunity because, if you're drop shipping, Spalding.com is selling the basketballs for the same price. People are just going to go to Spalding, And so can you be profitable? Yeah. But I don't know. That's just one of the things. And I only realized that because I took a sales call today, for this business. And we were just talking about it. And I was like, holy cow. Yeah, that's such a huge thing that we have. And so, but yeah, it's a really good niche and it's a growing niche and it's a specialized products, which are very unique. And so, yeah, that's why I think it's a great business. It's really hard for someone. It's a kind of a miracle and kind of a just happenstance that we are able to find the products that we did, in my opinion, because we searched niches for a long time, started a couple sites that actually didn't work out. And so this is the niche that we put all our time into. And that's what we have today.
Yeah, no, it's really great to hear. Even just from looking at the business on the back end myself, before this call, I've seen something, that definitely has stood out amongst other drop shipping businesses that I've seen before come through the marketplace. So really great opportunity for any potential buyer that's looking to really capitalize and grow this business. Like you had mentioned, if they have a little bit of e-commerce or even email marketing or a little bit of ad work optimization knowledge, then they can really take this business to the next level. So great, Braden, that's pretty much the end of the call. Is there anything that you'd like to share that I might have missed during this interview?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, I really appreciate you coming on the call today, Braden, and looking forward to getting this listing sold for you here in the near future.
Okay. I really appreciate the call, Branden.
Yep, same here. All right, everyone. So thanks for listening. To learn more and to see if this listing has been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 47516. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And to unlock this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.